Hello guys, welcome to another Banter Blitz session in Chess 24. My name is Pepe Cuenca, I am a Spanish Grandmaster and we're here to play some chess, to have some action today. As you know, I will be trying to commentate on the games while I play against the premium members of Chess 24. So as you guys know, there's a lot of action going on nowadays related to chess tournaments. As you can follow, you could follow the Grand Chess Tour in our site, and there will be many more tournaments in the summer. So we'll have a lot of game of the day, a lot of Banter Blitz, etc, etc. This is the first Banter Blitz during summer, and I'm gonna cut the bullshit as usual, and I'm gonna start playing Blitz against some of you. So, what was about to, just one sec, so I need to fix this. Just please let me know that everything is fine regarding audio and video, etc. So, yes, we are now ready to go, and I'm having a promotion today. So, the one who beats me in a Blitz game, I'll give him another opportunity to play another game. So if you beat me for the second time, for the second time, you'll have 6 free months of premium member account. And if you make a draw in the second game, you'll have 3 months. So of course you have first to beat me, and no engines. Of course I'm gonna go there and kill you if you do that. So let's go for it and let's play some chess, right? This is what we have to do, and let's take for example a lot of wars. Yes, I'm here, and let's play knight f3 for example. In the Spanish section I was playing very aggressively, but then some guys beat me quite hard. So now we are transposing to the Sicilian, and let's see what kind of Sicilian he plays. So d6, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, and the Najdorf. So I'm gonna play h3. This is one of the most trendy lines nowadays, and g4. This is precisely the idea. d5 was another option here, but knight d7 of course is possible. Just gonna go bishop e3 here. There are different plans. In many lines, you just go long castle. In other another possibility is just to go bishop g2 and short castle. But I'm just gonna play queen e2. I think Shido played this once, and the bishop is well placed on f1 as well, because there's no pressure on e4. And then just gonna go wow, b5. He goes for this, and yeah, why not a3 in order to stop b4? So yes, I'm gonna go long castle here, and maybe bishop g2 or f4 could be interesting. So maybe e5, not now of course, because the rook on h1 is hanging. So he wants to go knight c4 here, and yeah, I'm gonna start my attack by f4, pushing Facundo. Let's go Facundo, f4, and if knight c4 I could play even queen f2 or bishop g2, I don't know. He's gonna get the bishop pair, but I'm gonna have a lot of attack possibilities on the king side, right? Since look at all these guys here. So for example, bishop g2 or queen f2. I like queen f2, forcing the issue, because now I'm threatening to take on c4 actually. And maybe after bishop e3, queen e3. Of course, you always have to take care of these bishop g5 lines. You can never play f5 without having played king b1 before, right? So, yes, he could play queen c7 here in this position in order to threaten knight a3. But okay, he goes for knight e3, queen e3, and now he's probably going to go for short castle here. My plan is just to go king b1 and start pushing my pawns. I don't know if I'm gonna get somewhere, but g5, h4, h5, g6. This is normally the plan in these types of positions. So he goes knight c6, which is quite interesting. And yes, why not to go? Well, he wants to take on d4, and well, I'm gonna play king b1. And he could play knight takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop f6, but then I'm gonna take on d6. e4 is hanging, so maybe it's already bad for me. I don't know, maybe knight to b3 could be an option here, right? So I wanna keep as many pieces as possible now, because I got some space advantage, right? And normally knight a5, all right. That's okay, but I could start pushing my pawns already, right? So for example, g5 here in this position, followed by h4, looks interesting. So maybe he wants to take on b3 and wants to take on c3 later. I think nothing happened, so I'm just gonna go for this g5 and h4, f5. That's one of my plans. Yes, if he goes short castle, then my attack will be quite strong. So I think he should stay in the center with the king. But he's got only 1 minute 15 seconds. I got only 80 seconds. So it's getting complicated. So maybe h4 now. Let's go for this. Maybe he wants to take on b3 and play queen c5, something like this, in order to reach this this endgame. And of course, this is pretty double-edged, and I don't know what's going to happen, but we are having some fun here in chess 24. So give me that, baby. Bishop takes c4. He could take with the pawn on c4, and now I'm going back to my previous square d4. I've got some defending possibilities like king a1 and rook b1, for example. And here there's a interesting option, is knight f5. We reach this endgame where actually I don't know what's going on, but at least it's interesting, right? So I'm just gonna go for this, so just to show you this kind of tactics in this position. So queen takes e3, knight takes e3, and now rook d4 could be an option in order to capture just the Carlitos pawn. So I'm just gonna go for this. Well, now he's not allowing me, and why not f5? f5? No, it's not a good option. This is quite annoying, this move. This is quite annoying, so I'm just gonna go rook g1. He takes, I will take with my h pawn and then play rook h1. This is getting extremely complicated. So rook g4, for example, in order to defend f4, and rook takes. All right, just play rook e1 and then f5. This is my next move. f5. Here we go. f5. He wants to play bishop b6, and he's playing quite well. I'm just gonna go queen knight to d1, 25 seconds, so I should shut up and then play some fast chess. So check, and now g6, for example, and he wanna go f6, then I can jump to e4 with my knight. If rook e8, well, I maybe have some troubles, but okay, let's go back to c3. He can go d4 certainly, but okay, knight a4, for example. Wow, I'm playing like shit this game. So c3. And right, let's go back to g1. Well, my time is I just blundering everything. So knight f2. Give me that, baby. Here, and okay, king c1, rook f1, rook f2. Now here, oh, that's a check. That's a check, actually. Check. He's playing quite fast, and he beat me, actually. He has beaten me. Wow. First game, and I'm blundering already. What is this? Okay, let's try to play against some strong player. For example, Karpov. Good game by a lot of weird words. Oh my god. Okay, let's try to focus a little bit. So e4 against a 2700, knight f3 and knight c6. I'm gonna play the Spanish. Okay, he goes for this bird defense. And knight d4, knight takes d4, and h5. All right. He's gonna go for c3 and bishop c5. Okay, let's play d3 and bishop c4. He takes everything, and bishop b5 and king f8. It looks like he knows everything in this position. Quite impressive. So I'm gonna take on d4 and play knight c3. Wow. He knows everything. This is a 1 minute game? What is this? This is this is a 1 minute game, guys. Whoa, what is this? He tricked me. So bishop g4, queen d2. Wow, oh my god. This is not going really well at all. So 20 seconds. This is not going well at all. So takes. Wow. I didn't even look. I didn't even realize that it was a 1 minute game. So I'm just gonna have a lot of problems now in this position, of course. So let's just try to trick him. Wow, it's not gonna be even possible. So takes. Wow, knight f2, king g1, 23 seconds. Sorry guys, I thought it was a 3 minute game. So d4 I'm gonna play, takes, and h3. This is my idea. Okay, I'm just gonna play h3 and for example queen g3, simplification. And give me that, and king f2, for example, bishop d2, or bishop f4, and just blundering like a beast in this position, and just blundering like a beast. All right. Okay, we managed to beat him. Sorry guys, I thought it was a 3-minute game, so now let's focus on real chess. For example, let's play against Kinka from the United Kingdom. And e4, alright. e4, and d6, so he wants to play the modern or the Pirk, so he goes for the Pirk, so knight c3, and maybe he can try to transpose to the Philidor, playing e5, and c6. Alright, so let's play a4 in order to stop these b5 ideas, and I'm just gonna develop normally with knight f3. He goes queen a5 now, threatening to take on e4, so I'm just gonna play bishop d2, queen c7, and knight f3. Just normal development in order to go bishop d3 or bishop e2. And why not bishop e3 now? So he can take on d4. I'm gonna play h3, so in order to stop these knight g4 ideas. And yes, bishop c4 could be an option, since this diagonal is the best for white's bishop. He takes on d4, and now knight takes e4. And now maybe g4 is quite interesting, so I'm just gonna try to attack a little bit. So bishop g2, and this could be positionally wrong for him. So this c5, because now d5 is extremely weak, so I got two options. The first one is just to play knight f5, which looks actually quite decent, and second is just to play knight ge2 in order to go g5 and then jump with my knight to d5, right? And yeah, I'm supposed to play Lord of Wards again. So I'm gonna play you just in the next game. Don't worry, I'm gonna play you. Let me just finish this game. Lord of Wards, just challenge me again, and if you beat me, you will have 6 months. And but I don't see your challenge. I don't see your challenge. So challenge me again, Lord of Wards, and we'll see. So bishop g2. Now I'm just gonna go short castle here and f4 probably. Yeah, this is the idea, f4 and then g5 or f5 depending on the position. Knight f5 is of course another possibility. And yeah, he goes g5, which is interesting. He wants to gain a nice square on e5, so I'm just gonna go knight f5 here. And well, position is still quite okay for me, I would say, but I did something wrong. I should have gone f4 straight away, I think. Because now he's got this knight spot for his knight. So he goes bishop f8. Yeah, this looks quite terrible for him, but still not that clear how to win this game. So I'm just gonna go f4. Let's see what happens. G takes bishop f4, and now knight e5. The thing is, he could have some troubles on the f file related with that knight on f6. Okay, he takes there, and I'm just gonna open this diagonal for my beautiful bishop on g2. Now it's actually a monster. And then after g takes f4, bishop takes f4. Look at this guy here on g2, is quite amazing. So I don't know what's going on here, but looks like knight d5, like a decent move, or a5 as well. Okay, I'm just gonna go queen d2 here, and bishop g7 probably, then rook a d1 in order to put a lot of pressure on the d6 or the d6 pawn. Maybe knight d4 is actually interesting. But, well, I don't think it's that terrible for me. Can just play knight e2, for example, or even knight d1 in order to go c3. Yeah, I'm just going to go for this knight d1. The problem is I cannot play c3 that easily, right? Since b3 is a hole, and then there's a fork over there. So, well, I need to focus a little bit. Maybe first queen d3, and then c3 in order to kick this knight back. He goes for rook e8 and then knight e3. So still c3 is not possible, but it's gonna come soon. I think for example after queen d3, or even bringing the rook to the center looks more appropriate, right, for this position. Rook a1 and then c3, and then maybe finally knight d5 at some point looks like a decent option for me. All right, so what's going on here? Please, I will prefer 3-minute games. So we are a lot of people here in this session, so it's much better if you challenge me 3-minute games so everybody can play, right? That's precisely the idea. So bishop g7 and then whoa, c3. Where are you going now? d6 is hanging. This is gonna go very well for me. So knight c6, bishop d6. He's got to sacrifice something, and he goes knight e4. But then I think queen d3 is even quite strong here in this position. So I'm threatening both knights, the e4 knight and the d4 knight. So he's gonna lose at least one of them, right? So, and after knight c6, bishop takes e4. After knight f6, c takes d4, and then he's got to resign pretty soon. So yeah, let's see. Knight c6 and give me that baby. And after knight e5, I can just retreat my queen to c2, for example. Then I have got this knight spot for my knight, like knight d5 in the next move, and then queen g2 as well, in order to create a lot of counterplay, a lot of attack on the queen side. So knight d5 has got only 4 seconds. Let's play f6, putting this pawn on his stomach, and then I don't know. Every move works basically in this position. So I'm just gonna play something and win on time. Thanks for the game. And word of wow, we got a GM from Serbia, so we got to play against him. Lot of words. I'll play you in the next game, so I have to play strong players. So we got Serbian Grandmaster. It's good that some players like those are joining this session. So of course the most probable result is that bishop f5. So I'm just gonna play very calm in this position. Well, let's play c4. Why not? c4, and then e6 is what the black does, and normally this knight can come to c6 in these positions, and then knight b4 is one of his ideas. So I'm just gonna play very calm with e3, and now, for example, bishop e2 or bishop d3 was the other option, but let's play bishop e2 and then followed by d3. All right, now this is for me, bishop d3, and now short castle. c5 probably is the break that black would love to try. I'm just gonna play bishop d3, and then he can take and then play c5, but then I've got some queen b5 check. So let's see what happens here. Some Serbian Grandmaster here on Chess24 trying to kick my ass, and I'm happy. And I'm happy that this is happening. Let's just play queen b5 check, and then after queen d7 I got d takes c5, right? D takes c5, and yes, I'm gonna play d takes e5 now, bishop takes, and knight e4 looks like at least interesting, right, for me. So bishop takes c5, and then I don't think that I can win anything, but or b4 is also interesting. Let's play rook d1 in order to create some pressure on the d file. For example, knight e5 after short castle could be actually very bad for him, but he goes a6 with a good criteria. He wants to preserve all this, so I'm just gonna go queen e2, and then maybe knight e5 in this position, right? Knight a5 or knight e4 as well. Both of them looks quite interesting, so I'm just gonna go knight e4, and then probably b3, and then bishop b2, trying to develop my pieces in a natural way. For example, takes, yes, takes, why not? And then b3 or bishop, yeah, b3 looks like I will have a really strong bishop in this position. So b3 in order to go bishop a3 or bishop b2, he parries that threat. So wow, he goes knight d5, and then after bishop a3 he wants to go knight c3, of course. So we got to parry this, and then I'm just gonna go bishop b2 here in this position, so in order to control the c3 square. And now, for example, rook a c1 takes, and yeah, I think I've got a little bit better position, but not that much, right? Wow, this is a blunder. Rook takes. This is a blunder or not? Takes e4, and then he's got knight f4. Incredible, right? Knight f4, and then takes on d8, knight e2. So I'm just gonna play g3, and I think I was not winning by a little bit. So takes queen a5, and then I'm just gonna play I don't know, bishop d4 maybe. Bishop d4 and rook c1, and the position is quite equal, but he's 30 seconds up, so I should focus a little bit. So takes e5. I can retreat my bishop to a1, for example, and then maybe play knight queen d2, for example, looking for an exchange of pieces, or even e4 here in this position, right? Where he's gonna go to e7 probably, and then I think my position is quite decent. But well, he's got knight b6. And why not here, for example, queen d2, just to exchange a pair of queens. And then, I don't know, I got the c file, but he can play rook c8. He is actually not allowing this, so I'm just going to play a4 here in this position. Maybe that's a terrible move. Maybe that's a terrible move, because he goes knight c5. And then this looks at least okay. But I don't know. So queen e3 in order to defend both pawns, and now knight d2. Let's just go in order to play knight c4 here. This is a tasty square. So 1 minute 10 seconds. I'm just gonna play knight c4 here. Where's that queen going? Maybe he can go to c7, for example, queen c5. And yes, position is quite difficult for everybody. So queen d2 in order just to play some fast chess. So queen d2 in order to go, okay, give me that, 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 and he can take with the pawn. And now, for example, f3, just in order to defend the pawn on e4. After d3, I can go king g2. Yeah, position quite complicated. So I'm just gonna go rook d1 in order to capture that guy on d4. Let's see what happens. Takes. Wow, knight there, and yes, I don't know. Let's play king g2 and takes, and queen takes d4. Yes, I don't know what's going on. Probably and this is should be a draw, right? Or not? Or it's not a draw. I don't know. Okay, let's take there, and I don't know what's going on. Takes and b2, rook d1, and rook b1 only move, of course. Or maybe I can go there and check. This is what I can do. This is what I can do, and then I may be saving the position. So check, and then I got king h3. So I'm just gonna offer a draw in this position, king h3, and then let's try to give some checks, or at least activate my king. So for example, king g4, and let's say h4 here in this position, but I don't have any time, right? So let's give us some check here, and he goes check, e5, and let's play some fast chess. And for example, king h3, yeah, I just planted my rook, and okay. All right, so we wait here on time. So thanks for the game, and yeah, probably it was a draw. But yeah, you know, time is time, and thanks for the game. It's really great to play against the grandmasters in this session. So, for example, let's now try to play against John van der Waal. Well, all right. So let's play. Yeah, let's play a bit aggressively. Now let's play e4 in order to create some tactics, right? I've been playing like knight f3, d4, like very calm and shy chess. So let's just try to play more aggressive. So knight c6, and now, for example, the scotch, right? With d4, and he takes d4, knight takes d4, and yeah. Okay, this should be already a bad option for black, right? So he's conceding me too much space in the center. So some people go there, queen f6 or something like this. I've seen this many times, but this is not ideal. This is another strategic mistake, since d5 is going to be extremely weak in this position. So I'm just going to go back and then develop my pieces. Now this bishop on c4 is going to be extremely well placed, right? So after knight f6, knight c3, bishop f4. Sorry, I'm just gonna go a4 in order to stop b5, reinforcing the position of my bishop here on c4. So rook b8 and knight c3. Now he cannot go b5 actually, so it's gonna have some troubles already in the position. So knight f6 could be met at some point by e5. Now bishop c4, and after knight f6, even e5 is actually quite interesting, because after d takes e5, there is bishop f7, baboom, with the only possibility of him going king e7, and still saves more or less the position. So Yes, but even though if there's nothing concrete, you can play positional here in this position, just short castle, bishop a g5, and the position should be quite okay. But this endgame should be, well, let's play position. Let's play short castle and then bishop f4, queen d2, rook a1, sorry, and then he will have a lot of troubles in order to defend this pawn on d6. Now you see that playing c5, you will love now to have this pawn on c7, right? Because now d6 is extremely weak, and some people are saying that you cannot see me in the video, right? I think you can, actually. So bishop f4, and now my idea is to go queen d2, rook a d1, and bishop take d6. It's a pretty simple idea. If he's got to go knight e8, then something has gone wrong in this position for him, right? So rook a d1 is the next move, and even though when he goes knight e8, there are some ideas with e5, right? Knight h5. This is something I should have taken in account. So bishop f6, and now just rook a d1. He can take on c3 certainly, but this will give me the bishop pair, and then I will be extremely happy in that position. So it goes bishop e5, and now I don't know if it's interesting to play knight d5, but then b5 could be played. So I'm just gonna play f4. Facundo, who solves the problem? Joe Keflen? No, that's not really. Your mom? Yeah, maybe some of them. Your friends? No, those guys are really nightmares. Facundo always solves the issue, so this will give me a free pawn. So queen takes d4, and now d6 is completely hanging. Your image is a bit dark. I know, guys. I think I cannot do anything for now. So queen takes d4, and now d6 is extremely weak, as you can see. And the knight on h5 is as well displaced from the initial position. So Lord of Words, I need to play against you again, because you beat me, and a promise is a promise. So just challenge me again. I don't see, here is your challenge, so I will play against you. Don't worry. Queen h4, he's targeting my f4 pawn. So after g3 is gonna go knight takes g3, but there is a nice trick. So g3, knight takes g3, and queen f2. You guys can see this, so let's go for this. I think I'm not blundering anything, so I just wanna make him fall in this trick. So knight takes g3, and then queen f2. I don't know if it works or not. I think it works, because after knight f5 I can just take on f5, and then queen f2. I think it's quite great here in this position. Let's go for this. I hope I'm not blundering anything. I'm so able to do this, you know. You have seen me already blundering like thousands of pieces, and yeah, so queen f2, and I think he lost another piece, right? So this is another trick. Of course, after h takes g3, then this is a perpetual check, right? So I couldn't take on g3, but g3, yeah, knight g3 and queen f2, he's got to resign, I would say. Bishop g4, I can just take on g3. All those endgames are extremely great for white. Or even though I can just play rook d3, for example, right? So he's got to resign pretty soon. And yes, and hello to all that guys to all those guys in YouTube. You are more than welcome to Chess24. We don't charge for watching. So here he put me another trick. After queen takes c3, there's queen c5 in order to win this bishop on c4. So I'm forced to take with my pawn on g3, right? Lord of Words, if you beat me in the next game, you will win 6 months. If you make a draw against me, you'll beat 3 months. And if you lose, then I cannot give you anything. I can just give you my thank you for playing. So f takes g4, and it's time to bring some pieces to the action. Rook d5, for example. Go away after queen g6, there's rook g5, and then I'll collect this guy on g4. If you lose, yes, I cannot give you anything. Maybe something in Christmas if you behave well, but nothing more. So rook g5, and then if he takes on g5, then there's just a piece up in an endgame. So if you lose, you have to donate 6 months for your friend. No, of course not. So queen d4 now. As you guys know me, I like to simplify everything in the board when I'm material up. So I'm threatening checkmate on g7, and my other threat is just to play queen to d5, right? So let's go for the queen d5, and then this queen cannot escape from me now, and he wants to go to e7, for example. Rook f5 or rook takes g4 are both great moves, right? So let's play rook f5 now, and it's got to defend that rook with the queen. There's no other option, so I'm just gonna simplify queen and a rook in the next 2 moves. So give me that baby. Well, I cannot take. Give me that baby, and rook d1. Rook d1, and then I want to go to the 7th rank. He doesn't allow me. Okay, not the end of the world with a piece up in the position, right? So takes, and let's just try to use the other open file, the a file. And now I'm gonna bring my rook to a knight. Why not? And then the king or the rook. Go back, my friend. Go back. King e3, e5, king e4. That's the way it is. That's the way you create a queen. Just pushing your pawns, baby. Thanks for the game. Now it's time to give the opportunity to Lord of Words, a guy with 1900 who is playing really great chess. Where are you, Lord of Words? I cannot see you, man. Lord of Words, where are you? Where are you? Ah, here you are. Yes. Okay. So let's play now more solid against Lord of Words, who is playing a really great chess. So let's see, c5 and now c4 instead of e4 that I played in the first game. So knight c6 and d4, knight takes, c takes, knight takes, and after knight f6, knight c3, he goes for g6, I'll go for the Maroczy, he goes to e6, and now a3, this is one of the main lines. After bishop c5, knight b3, followed by e4, and after bishop e7, I'm just gonna go e4 and then knight f3 in order to stop d5, which is one of the ideas for black in this position. So after short castle, bishop e2, d5 will be okay, but then I go knight f3 in order to stop d5 and then continue nomad development with my pieces. So bishop e2 and short castle here in this position. And let's say, for example, rook e1 in order to play bishop f1 if necessary. And I want to develop my pieces. I still don't know how. For example, bishop g5 should be an interesting option in order to put this rook on the c file, and then looking with x-rays to this queen. So, for example, bishop h4 here in this position. And after d6, then this bishop in the future could target the d6 pawn. But one of the ideas here is just to grab some space, like rook c1, b4, and yeah, let's play rook c1 in order to look this beautiful queen with eyes. So now b4, for example. After knight e5, I can just play knight d2. This is one of the ideas as well in these positions. And I'm just gonna go bishop f1, for example. And I always to be careful with these maneuvers of d5, which is actually very, very interesting in these positions. But still, I got this bishop on h4 and controlling more or less these threats. And he goes queen a8. Now my e4 pawn is more or less protected, so I'm just gonna go queen b3, and this allows him to go knight h5. This is maybe a little mistake by me, but still. And he's playing really, really precise in this position. Yeah, he's playing really, really, really precise. So let's see if I manage to beat him or not. He's offering me a draw. No, we got to play, man. We got to play. This is Banter blitz. I cannot take a draw because people want to learn something. But he's playing really, really great chess. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Wow, man. So he wants to react with d5. Let's just play rook c1 again and see what he does. For example, d5, I can just take everything and take with my knight on d5, so not a problem, I think. And rook c1, yeah, I cannot improve my pieces that much. Maybe I'll try to a4, a5, but that doesn't make any sense at all. So maybe it's just best to wait in this position, because any break seems to favor him. a4, a5 just gives him the c5 square, right? And he goes d5 here. He's not scared at all, and he goes for this. He goes for this. E takes d5. E takes, knight takes. Well, I think I got to go for this. So let's just go for this. E takes d5, and now bishop c3 could be an idea for him. But then rook c3, e takes d5, and then c5. Let's see. This is getting quite interesting. So takes, and now I'm gonna play c5 in order to close this bishop there. d4, rook c1, going back, and this bishop could get activated by a c4 in this position. Takes, is gonna follow, and no problem. This is wow. He's playing really great chess, man. He's playing really great chess. So queen b4 now. I wanna grab that pawn, and he goes bishop e6. So just bishop e4, c4 now in order to exchange the bishop. Queen c4, and now I wanna go queen. C6, but he doesn't allow me. He goes play queen f6, playing really fast. And okay, let's just play queen e2, for example, after d3. Wow, he goes knight c6, yes, queen e4, for example, centralizing my queen, rook d7, and let's play queen f3, for example, after takes, rook d3 in order to stop a blocking position again. That pawn, let's just insist by exchanging queens, by playing queen d3, and rook e4. We don't want to draw, we are here to learn some chess. So rook d1 in order to threaten checkmate. We are threatening checkmate. Yeah, let's go rook d1 because my queen is unprotected there. So for example, rook e1. Now we are gonna trade queens and then put a lot of pressure on that pawn on d4. So let's bring the king to f4, and for example, rook d1 here in this position. Now we wanna simply play fast chess. g5. Wow, he's playing extremely great. So let's take there, and then rook e2 in order to play rook e4 check. So rook f5, just gonna go king e1, and rook e4 check. Just go away, rook e2. He wants to draw, but we don't want to draw. We are here to learn some chess. This is the only thing we know here, that we are here to learn. So king d2, and now check king c3. So now we're gonna take that guy on f7. No, it's not possible yet. So rook d2 in order to save that rook, and check. 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 This guy was playing like a 2700 strength. I'm pretty sure he is much better than his elo shows. All right. Okay. So I don't know. This guy very strong. So let's keep playing against now Jorus from the Netherlands, and smoke on the water. Tan, 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 tan. Let's just play a little bit of music without copyright. Here in Chess24 we do the things right. All right. The Benko variation. So this is something that we got in Chess24, the Perunovic variation. So short castle and queen a5. Yeah, I know this music is not the best, but you know, it has to be music without copyright, you know. So what can I do, man? Bishop e2, bishop a6. The idea is now, if I remember correctly, to take on e2 and play queen a6. If I remember correctly. This is some series that I did myself, but I don't remember anything. So just play d6. This is a normal Benko. where I got nice pieces, I would say, and then knight bd7, rook f8. This is quite natural. Let's just play knight bd7, rook fb8, and then this h4 should be quite strange, right? Because now one of my plans is just to go knight g4 in this position and just exchange a pair of knights, right? By playing knight g4, knight e5, and then using these weak squares. a4, he wants to go knight b5, but let's just maybe knight g4 takes everything on e1. All right, maybe rook b4 here. Why not rook b4? He's got knight b5. He's got knight b5. Takes. Boom, 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 boom. Why not to play knight e8 in order to go rook b7 and knight c7? That's the other option. So let's just go for this knight c7, and now we covered the b5 square. Knight c7, we covered the b5 square, and I know in Netherlands they love techno music. In Netherlands they love techno music and this techno electro whatever. Yeah, I like everything. I have to tell you, I like everything. I like Latin music, I like Spanish music, rock, everything. So let's just try to create some pressure on the b pawn, right? And as you guys know, all these end games are supposed to be okay for black. So if I manage to trade queens, this should be okay, because then I can increase my pressure. So he doesn't want to allow me to do this. So I'm just gonna bring more pieces to the action. Knight b6, now we are threatening to take on a4, and actually it's quite hard for him to stop this. He's gonna go for an attack there, and actually I should be worried. Bishop h6. He wants to, as I'm telling you, to create an attack over my queen. But I'm just going to grab some pawns, and then he's got to pay attention to this knight on f3. And at some point this attack could be even dangerous for him, because I also opened the h file. And now this is where I'm telling you that maybe I can just grab this guy here, right? This knight on f3 looks more important than the other one. And this is the point where this could get even dangerous for him. I am not sure, but for example, bishop takes c3. Can I go for this these things? Okay, I'm just gonna go knight b5, and then I should play faster. That's for sure, right? So takes, and now the e4 pawn is hanging. So let's see what he. Wow! Now rook h8 is a huge threat. Oh, he's got to parry that, and it's not easy at all. So the only move is queen e3. Wow! This is a boom. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Pepe is your daddy. Just I can make the test if you want. I'm your daddy. Oh no, I'm not your daddy. Look at this. So I'm not winning. Yeah, I'm not winning this position. So I should be more careful when claiming I'm your daddy. So rook b3, and now actually. This is not clear at all, so I have to change this and then play rook b3, and then let's play rook b3. He goes rook a7. I got king f6 here, so let's collect this this pawn. f4 probably is the move for him here, and I don't know what's going to happen here in this position. Let's just collect this guy here. Takes. Wow, he doesn't want me to. Alright, so let's play rook d3, and now c4, for example, in this position. Let's go for this, and the g3 pawn was completely hanging, so I have to go back then to defend Facundo, and now just to collect this guy here on f3, and now king e5, centralizing my king, and now, for example, f5, and he's got to defend that guy there on the d pawn. So I'm just gonna grab this guy here, and these two pass pawns will win the position. So. Alright, so we won this game. Looks like I'm playing a little bit better than before. So yes. Yeah, queen c3 was a check. I didn't pay attention to that move, and yes, queen c3 was a check actually. Alright, so e4. Let's play the French. e6. What can I tell you about my life? I don't know. My life nowadays is good because summer is just arrived. My next tournament, somebody's asking, is going to be the Portuguese League in Lisbon. I will play for a team of Lisbon, and this will be in July. And then I will play the Spanish Championship in teams, and then the Spanish Championship individuals, and hopefully something more. So let me see if I close this, if you can see me better. Yes. No, I don't think so. Yes. I don't know. Nothing is good here. This camera looks so shit. Wait. Okay, for example. Yes. Well, more or less. Okay, bishop e3. This is already a mistake, of course. The natural move there was a3, for example, but this actually he's blundering the b2 pawn, so I'm just gonna collect it. So nobody wants the free months today. Nobody's gonna beat me twice. Nobody's gonna beat me one time and then a draw. It should happen. It has happened so many times in the Spanish section, guys, that it's going to happen. Just keep playing and it will happen soon. So queen takes c3. I'm just gonna grab every pawn possible in that chain, and of course if he allows me I will take as well the d4 pawn, but I think it's not going to happen. So rook c1 probably, and I can just play queen a5 or queen a3, for example. I don't know. Let's say queen a5, d takes e5. Yeah, let's play queen a5 so I can bring my queen to c7, which is a good square. Or I can play even knight e7 and knight f5 and knight c6 or knight g6, sorry, in order to collect this guy here. So yeah, I'm gonna play knight g6, and now more pawns are gonna come for me. And well, I would love to put my king in a safe place before I start collecting all the pawns in the board, because then I could regret it. Yes. So after knight b3, rook a1. What is that move? That should be the worst move in the position, because yes, he's trying to defend the a2 pawn, but it's just it's not the move you got to do in this position where you got a disadvantage, right? So I'm just gonna go queen c7 in order to take that guy on e5. There was some troubles. If I took directly on e5, there was some queen h5 or bishop h7 followed by queen h5 coming, and yeah, I'm glad that some people here from the Spanish community, they are trying to learn some English. I'm happy to hear that. We need to in the Spanish community in Latin America and Spain. We still haven't got the best English in the world, right? So just take with my f1. This is something I should have never done. According to Confucius, you should always keep Facundo in the position. So I'm sorry, Facundo, but it needed to be done. So queen takes e5, and now this queen can come to f6, and then e5 is gonna follow, right? And then winning a lot of space in the center. So let's go back to, let's say, to c7, and now e5, e4 is my plan. Well, as well I can take as well on c5 now, and then I got like 10 more pawns. I got like 10 more pawns, just developing my pieces. Bishop d7, rook a e8, bringing some pieces to the center. And let's play b6. If he wants to take, then we'll have some more pass pawns. So rook a e8, and now I can bring my king to a safer place, to h8, for example. Or I can play c4, start pushing Carlitos, who wants to become a beautiful queen in this game. So rook c8, and now because queen takes e5 followed by knight e5, then my bishop on d7 was in trouble. So yes, knight g5, then just try to simplify everything. Rook c6, defending our only weakness, and now c4, c3, c2, rook b8, rook b1. That's a queen. That's a queen. That's a queen. That's a queen. Let's play rook fc8, and now Carlitos is ready to start pushing. Okay, maybe I just well, nothing happens. Rook c4, and now d4 or bishop a4. Everything works here in this position. Let's say d4 after knight takes, rook takes. He's got background problems, right? So he can never take on c3, at least that I see. So he can never take on c3 because rook takes c3 followed by rook d1 is going to come. Let's say rook c4 followed by bishop a4. here in this position, followed by c2 and or king f7 even, in order to stop this rook coming to e6. Let's play c2. He's gonna give me some check. Okay, let's play rook c3, bishop b5 for example, and give me that baby. Give me that baby. Rook b1, and he's got to resign. Thanks for the game, field it. And we got a lot of games today. For example, wow, one FIDE Master from Mexico, 2900. So we need to pay a lot of attention in this game, because I want some tasty points for my chess24 rating. And yeah, I'm seeing the people from YouTube, Serkan, Adik Ninja, Alex Rashak, e4. Let's play d6. Let's just play the Philidor against Benites, one of my favorite openings. The Philidor defense is not played in the top tournaments, but still it's quite interesting. So knight d2, I'm just gonna play bishop e7, g3, and c6 in order to play b5. Let's see if he stops that. I'm gonna play a5, and he goes a4, and then I will play knight a6, knight b4, followed by d5. This is one of the ideas that I knew from many years ago. d5, after d takes e5, knight takes e4. That's the point. The point is that h3 is actually hanging, and then after all the exchanges, is actually the position is quite good for black. So let's see if he falls for this. After queen d8, the important move is bishop d8, because after bishop e4, then we can play some rook e8 in that position. So let's see what happens. And if he plays knight d4, I think I could play queen d5 in that position. So he goes and plays c3, and now can I play knight d3 for example? Now I forgot everything, of course, but this is what normally happens to me. Or even knight d5 should be quite interesting in this position. Let's go for knight d5, but then bishop d4. Let's go knight d5. If bishop takes e4, then h3 is always hanging. Now one of my ideas is to go queen c7 here in this position, and maybe even bishop f5 in order to protect e4. Okay, let's see. Knight d5, of course, if I manage to take on e3 and then play queen b6, something like this, then I will be extremely happy with my position. But still, nothing is clear, of course, in this game. And it goes queen c1, which is quite interesting, since he wants to recapture with his queen. And how about if I just play queen c7 in order to grab this pawn on e4, and he goes bishop e4, then I can just take on h3, winning a tempo and then capturing on e5, right? And the thing is, after bishop d4, then I may have the move c5 here, kicking this bishop back, right? So I think my position is quite good, but still, of course, nothing that clear. And I missed that. I have to tell you that I missed that move. So bishop f4, he wants to take back with the queen. And yes, the point is, all right, so let's play, for example, queen b6 could be interesting. Let's play queen b6 here. Yeah, let's play queen b6. Now we want to take on f4, and he recaptures with the queen. Then I will have the option of going queen takes b2. He goes king h2, and now I want to go, let's say, bishop f5 in order to protect my e4 pawn. I think I got a nice position, but still nothing that clear, right? So bishop g6, and now c5 could be played. He wants to take my pawn on e4, and how could I defend that, right? f5 takes, and knight f6, that's a possibility. So I'm just gonna go for this. This looks suspicious already. I did something wrong for sure, but okay, we've got to play fast. This is blitz, and then one mistake and you're gone, right? So e takes f6, knight takes f6 looks like the most natural move in that position. Or even rook f6, right? Rook f6, given the fact that the bishop on f4 is just hanging. So I'm just gonna go for rook f6 here in this position. If bishop e4, then knight f4 should be the move. The g takes f4 and bishop d6. This is my whole point of this variation. And let's see what he does. He can play bishop g5 and then rook f2 and bishop takes e7. He goes for bishop e3. Wow, this is getting extremely interesting. So I'm just gonna play bishop c5 here in this position, just bringing my other rook to the f file. Just knight takes e3 followed by rook f2. This is one of my threats in this position. Queen d2. Now let's bring the other rook to the action. Rook a f8, rook e2. He's trying to save this position. He's fighting quite well, but let's play bishop h5, forcing g4, forcing the issue now, because of the g4 then the dark squares would be extremely weak. So what about if I just play knight e3 here in that position now? No, well, first bishop g6. Now my threat is to play knight e3 followed by bishop d6, and I don't know what to play, guys. I don't know what to play, guys. Let's say, for example, rook e8 in order to defend the e4 pawn. I want to play takes, and he can take with the rook, actually. He takes with the pawn, and now I'm just going to play bishop d6. He's going to play rook f1, and let's just grab this pawn here, and then play queen c7, for example, in order to bring my queen there. So just play bishop g3, and then, for example, queen d6, just bring this bishop to the center, bishop e5, and now queen d6 is going to check me, and now queen d6, wow, it's getting extremely complicated. Queen e7, and now, for example, bishop f7, what is he going to do here in this position? He can take on f7, but then queen f7, then there's no good discover check for him, and he goes for bishop c4. Now queen e8. What's going on in this position? What's going on in this position, guys? So bishop f6 in order to go bishop d3. I want to go queen e6. He goes b3, and now queen e5. Boom, 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 boom. Let's play h6 in order to set the position. Queen c3. Now give me that pawn, baby. Queen e5 in order to take on g5 with my pawn. Check, 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 check. Bishop g5, rook h8. Now we won on time, but the position was already really great for us. Thanks for the game, Benites, FIDE Master from Mexico. And let's play another FIDE Master from Germany, Schelling 4, with almost 2900. I don't know why, but sorry, guys. And yes, so d4, let's play d6, for example, in order to transpose d6, in order to transpose, well, I can play e5 now. This is precisely one of the points of this order. Just normally white goes knight f3 if they want to play these types of positions, and well, I got the option of going e4 here, which is interesting. And after knight d2, knight f6, knight c3, queen e7, or bishop f5, well, what I want is just a different game, right, from the normal theory. So knight c3, and now just queen e7. After queen c2, bishop f5, f3. I think I can just play knight c6, and after f takes e4, bishop g6. This is some game I played in the past in the Spanish Championship, and people are rooting for Schelling in the chat, guys. You are breaking my heart. You are breaking my heart. You are rooting for Schelling 4. You are making me feeling alone in this position. So bishop f5 and f3. I played f3 with white once in the Spanish Individual Championship, just many years ago. The point is, after knight c6, white can never go e3 because there is knight d4, baboom, and after e takes e4, there is e takes f3 check. Right? So he's got to take on e4, and then bishop g6. Okay, I didn't know about this move. So d5, and now different alternatives here. So knight d4, probably it can go queen d1, and my knight is pretty bad place over there. So I guess I could play just knight e5 and play positional chess, right? Knight e5 or knight b4, what's going on here? I actually don't remember a shit here, so I've got to confess you that. So maybe knight d4, but queen d1 is quite annoying, right? So maybe knight e5, just play against positionally against this pawn. So I'm just gonna take here, and knight takes e4 probably. But then, as I told you, I could just play, for example, g6 and bishop g7. and then it's not easy to develop for him. So it's good. D takes e4, and now this is the moment that I wanted to show, the position that I wanted to show you. Okay, I got I am a pawn down, but then positionally I'm quite well in this position. Basically, I could have taken on c4, but this is not the point. The point is there's compensation for the pawn in this position, since the bishop on g7 is going to be a monster, and then the white bishop on f1 is actually quite bad. So what about if I just take now here on c4? I don't see any good move for him. I think I'm just taking this guy here. There's something I'm missing, guys. There's something I'm missing. I don't think so. I'm just gonna take on c4, going back to e5, and then play bishop e7. And it's the same position that I was talking to you about, but with the balanced material, right? So yeah, maybe that's the point. Maybe that he's on time to activate his bishop now. Okay, knight b5. Yeah, now there is a point actually. Now there is a point. You see why I should have developed instead of making this stupid thing. All right, so yeah, knight b5 is threatening knight c7. This is looking so ugly for me already. This is looking so bad, but still I think this is not that the end of the wall. I'm just taking here and play king d8, play bishop g7. Of course, it was much better just to go short castle, but all right. So life is life, life is hard. So rook c1, and well, let's play a6 here. He could play bishop g5, but then f6, nothing happens. And why not rook c8? Maybe even try to start some sort of artificial short castling, right? By going king e8, f6, king f7. I know it looks very, very, very slow, but what can I do? I mean, or even I can go to this place, so king c8, king b8, king a7. No, this looks actually much worse. Well, this is gonna be tough because queen b3 is coming. Queen b3 is coming in that position. This position looks really, really ugly for me. What about if I just try to install a knight on the... I'm playing rook c8, queen b3. Oh my god. Queen d7. So queen b3, and this is really, really bad, guys. This is really, really bad. I wanted to go knight d7, but this is not working at all. How about if I just tried some sort of... Okay, I'm playing h5. Now I want to go king e8, bishop f6, king f8, and king g7. Of course, if that happens, then I will have some sort of acceptable position. But the point is he can play queen b3. And I don't see a good way of stopping queen takes b7. I could try b6, but looks so bad. But I think maybe it's just a move. b6, and then yes, queen d7 maybe, king e7. Just try to hold the position, right? So how about if I just play queen or bishop h6 as well? Let's play queen d7 here. Why not? Queen d7 and rook c8, king e7. That's my point. Of course, this is so bad, but I got to do something, right? And g4, and let's play h4 in order to close the position, right? This is what should be done in this position. And he could play g5, which is actually quite annoying. But okay, yes, at least we are managing to go short castle, I think. So this is so annoying, guys. Poof. Poof, 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 poof. King e7 takes, oof. Rook c8 takes, and bishop g4. Wow, so I'm just gonna go queen e7 and try to hold the position, but I think it's not gonna be possible. It's just too much advantage. It's just too much advantage. I cannot move my pieces. So okay, let's bring my king to c8, and then to b8, and then play rook c8 and rook a7. Just I don't know, just trying to survive here in this type of position. And well, queen b3, king b8, and then rook c8, rook a7, and he goes queen c3. which I don't understand, but let's just keep going with our original plan, right? And King B8, Rook C8, goes Rook C2, and well, let's play Rook C8, and now Rook A7, as was the plan. And now, of course, Knight G4 can be parried by Knight takes E4, and Bishop E5 with a tempo. So, is that bad, my position? It should be really, really bad. So he goes Bishop G4, and I think I cannot do anything but just take in here, and Knight takes E4. And now, for example, I got to go back, right, to E5. I think I got to go back, and then the position is quite bad. After Bishop E5, D takes E5, Rook F2, then the pawn on G5 is hanging at least. But look at that Rook on A7. It's just completely rubbish, that Rook on A7, guys. So I got to do something about that Rook. Maybe playing E5. Wow! I completely missed that. I completely missed that move. And I think I can resign here. Can I resign here? Well, I can take here at least, just to play a little bit more. And but I think just will be a little bit more. Just Queen F8 just wins on the spot. Okay, he didn't see that. And do I have any option in this position? I don't think so, but we have to fight, of course. This is chess, and anything can happen. And no, I don't think so. I don't think I have any option. So let's just play Rook C8, D7 is just winning. King E5. No, D7 just wins. D7 just wins. So very nice game by Schelling 4, which put me in a lot of trouble in the opening. I shouldn't have taken that pawn on C4. I should have played Bishop G7 and that's it, right? Alright, so let's keep playing, and for example take another guy. I'm feeling to play against strong opponents today, so for example, Esqualo, 2700. Nice game by Schelling 4. Alright, so let's try to make a comeback in this game. I lost 2 games already. So really bad. And Esqualo, are you there? I think he's not there, so we have to abort the game and pick another opponent. For example, I will appreciate if you can challenge me, guys, to 3-minute games. So we are a lot of people, and it's quite difficult to play against all of you. So for example, let's play against Carlos Galleta from Mexico. Let's play E4 here, just trying to be aggressive against Carlos Galleta, which literally means in English Carlos Biscuit. So D4, Knight takes E4, Knight F6, Knight C3, and D6, the classical approach of the Sicilian, and Bishop G5 is 6 and Queen D2, and there are different setups for black here. He goes Queen B6. I'm gonna just try to respond with long castle, sorry, and let's see what's going on in this end game. I think there was a Karpov game where he played Knight A4 here. This is actually possible, Knight A4. It's actually possible Knight A4, or maybe first Bishop F6. Knight A4, E5, and then the Knight B6 takes. Looks at least interesting. So Bishop F6. Okay, let's go for this. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but then I wanted to go Knight B6 here in this position. There was an interesting maneuver for Kasparov. He played Knight B6 and Knight C4. Of course, I don't know if it's in this position or not, but at least it looks interesting. So let's go for this. Aye. The pulley. Who is the pulley? We got a lot of new premiums here, and the pulley is a new premium. People are saying from Dominican Republic, so I'll try to play him. And the idea is quite simple in this position. I want to go Knight B6, but maybe he can play Knight D7 in this position. So that's why maybe it was first Bishop F6 and Knight A4. Now that I'm thinking about, yeah, should be the... But this position, this is just the bishop pair. So I'm quite happy always with my bishop pair. So now I got to be careful because he wants to go e5 and then my pawn on e4 is unprotected. So I'm just gonna play f3. Facundo is a bit shy in this game, but he wants to go and protect the e4. So now after e5 I can just retreat my rook. One of the plans here in these types of positions just to explode the queen side by playing a4, right? So bishop a7, and now for example a4, but then e5. Well, I don't know. I'm just playing calm in this game. Just king b1, and so I think this trick doesn't work. Okay, he goes e5, d5, sorry, and I have to be careful in this position. I really have to. I really have to, because there are many tactical shots for him. And well, let's just play e5, and then after knight d7, I could think on preserving my bishop pair. I'm gonna do this by playing bishop f4. I think after bishop e7 he's got a nice position, so yes. So my idea is just to preserve my bishop pair. So I want to go h4 maybe, bishop g3, f4, and this should be more or less okay for me. So okay, let's play h4 here. He wants to go knight c4, but then bishop d3 not possible because of bishop c5. So maybe I can just retreat my rook to d1, and yeah, I'm just gonna go rook d1 here. I feel like my pieces are not well coordinated. I just want to go bishop d3 and just use the bishop pair, right? This is what we should do in these types of positions. So maybe h5 here in order to create some weaknesses over there, h6, and why not bishop e3? Bishop e3, knight c4, right? So how about if we just play g4 in order to create some sort of attack there? Knight c4, and how about well, bishop c1. Now, wow, I just blundered my e-pawn. I just blundered my e-pawn. Incredible, yeah? Incredible move by me. He's offering me a draw, and objectively I should upset, of course, but we are here to learn some chess. How many times did I tell you this? So I'm not gonna take the draw, and instead I'm just gonna play some chess, because we got to play here. This is blitz and anything can happen. So let's play g5 here in order to create some sort of counterplay. Takes, and now I want to play h6 here in this position. Okay, he goes rook d1, rook g1. Let's just try to exchange a pair of rooks, and for example play h6 here in this position. Now my idea is after g6 we can play takes, and can I go for rook takes and h7? Can I go for rook takes and h7? Let's just go for h7 here and bishop f4 in order to go bishop e5 check. He could actually play bishop g5, just nothing happens. But let's just play bishop e5 and then bishop d6. I got some plans. I got bishop f8 and bishop g7 in the position. Here we go, here we go. Wow, he's playing rook g1 and I have to resign here. Rook g1 and I got to resign. So let's just play rook a3 in order to stop this exchange of pieces. Just bishop f8 with that trick, sorry. Rook b2 and king c1 and bishop g7 is coming. Boom! Last trick in that position. Everything can happen in blitz. This is chess. Who says that chess is boring? Who says that chess is boring? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And I just kill my camera, right? I just killed my camera. Now it's back, and let's play, for example, against who? Against who? Against Simba, the kid from the Netherlands. It's always very dangerous kid, and it's learning every day, and some tricks in the position. Who says there are no tricks in chess? Who says the chess is boring? I'm gonna slap you if you say that. So e4, let's play against Simba. Bishop g7, last nice trick. e4, e5, and Bishop b5, and let's play bishop a4. Let's play the normal Rui Lopez Spanish variation d3, the line that Spittler recommends in his video series. Now, there are many threats. If black plays d6, he will be threatened to go knight a5, right? And winning the bishop. That's why we play a3, in order to give this bishop this square on a2. And now the typical plan here is to go knight c3, not c3 and knight bd2 like usual, but knight c3 in order to go knight d5 in many of these positions. So no problem now, different plans for black. He can go knight a5, he can go bishop g4, which is the main line, where white plays bishop e3, but he goes bishop e6, and now knight d5 this is precisely the idea of knight c3. Now after bishop e6 you can install a beautiful courzel over there, knight a5. Now just let me remember something in this position. I think the idea was to take on f6. Yeah, I think so. Was to take on f6, to take on e6, and now to play bishop e3, for example. And after c5 there is some nice move, which is b4. This is what Peter says in his video series, if I remember correctly. And this is this should be a little bit better for white. As you can see, the structure is much better. And for example, we can play now queen b3. There is an attack on e6, and then the pawn on b5 is going to be hanging in many of these lines. So it's got to go queen e7. It goes there. Ah, maybe I missed that. Okay, let's just take this pawn with a check. Whenever you can take a pawn with a check, just do it, and then think about this later. So, well, I will just take this rook on a8 and then play c takes b4, now queen b6. After knight b4, then queen d6. And I think my position is still a little bit better, since his pawn structure is a bit ruined. So queen d6 protecting d3, and he goes knight c2. Okay, knight c2, very interesting move by Simba. I was thinking if I can just take on e5, knight takes e5, and then knight takes e3. Yes, knight takes e3, f takes e3. So I think he's got to take first on e5, queen takes e5, knight takes e3, f takes e3, rook takes f1, and a pawn up, but his pawn on b is actually running like a beast. So I'm actually not sure at all what I should do in this position. This is what always happens for me. So knight takes e5, boom, 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 boom. He starts running. Okay, let's go for this. Knight takes e5, and bishop takes. Oh, he goes b4. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want that pawn, and he just wants to make a queen, which is an interesting plan, of course. And I should be really, really worried in this position. Let's just play knight c4 in order to stop that guy. And we also run. We all run here. So I can play e5. Let's see who runs more in this position. e5. And the thing is, he's got no square for the bishop, right? He's got no square for the bishop. That's really great news. He can just go to h4, I think. He can just go to h4. And he goes rook d8. And this is great news for me, since I'm able to do what here? Well, my time is just, I'm running out of time, guys. I'm running out of time. I'm just gonna play rook, queen c7, and after rook c8, I can play knight b6, maybe? I can play knight b6. Wow, look at this move. So beautiful, this move. Knight b6, wow! Knight b6, after rook c7, knight a8, and then he cannot attack my knight. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful, guys. So rook c8, just knight b6, and then he takes on e5, then knight c7 and rook b1, and then we are just winning. This was very nice. Simba was very close, I think. Well, still everything's possible in chess, as you know. Rook b7, he wants to make a queen, and maybe he will do it. But I got this bishop b6 move at the end. Wow, this is getting extremely complicated, guys. This is getting extremely complicated. Should I go f7 here? Should I go f7? Wow, 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 what's going on here? Well, I'm blundering or what? I'll go f7 here, so he's got to take there, and then I'll go rook b1. He can play over there, and bishop b6 here in order to capture on b2. Only 22 seconds for me. So wow, he's got rook e7, an amazing move. Rook e7. I got to go back to e3. I got to go back to e3. I'm just gonna play knight b6 here and then see what happens. For example, I'm just gonna play rook b2 after knight d5. I've got rook e2. I've got rook e2 in that position. Wow, 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 wow. Rook e2, and then I'm threatening checkmate. But the thing is, I'm just losing. I'm just losing. Okay, I'm just losing because I cannot move my knight because there was checkmate. He's beating me. He's beating me. Simba is beating me today. Simba is beating me today. G5. Okay, let's just grab this guy here. Rook G3 and check, 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 check. Let's just play Rook A3 and here, and okay, I'm gonna manage to save a draw against him. Well played, Simba. Very nice game. It was extremely complicated, right? So congrats to Simba, who is improving every day using our platform, learning, watching the videos, and now he managed to make a draw against a grandmaster. So a shitty one, but still. All right, so I need a strong opponent now. I need a strong opponent. I want to get back to my I want to get back to my 2800. I want to get back to my 2800. Guten Abend, wir spielen Schach hier in Chess 24 und ja, Springer F3, Springer F6, Springer C3 und diese Stellung ist besser für Weiß. So, G3. Okay, just Bishop G2. And now he could go E5 actually, Knight C7. This is an interesting opening. E5 now, Black's got the knight advantage, and we're just gonna try to put pressure on the C pawn, right? The bad news for us is this knight on E6 is extremely well placed, right? Bishop A6, and my idea was just to put pressure on this guy here on C5. So for example, knight E4 or knight A4. Both of them looks quite natural, so let's just go knight a4. The idea of the b6 is we can go b4 maybe, right? Let's just go b4 here, and the knight on c6 is actually unprotected, right? So he's gonna have some troubles defending Carlitos, which is in a lot of troubles now, and Pepe, you need to rematch that guy who beat you. Who beat me? I don't remember. But if somebody beat me, just challenge me again. I'll give you the revenge. Of course. I'll give you the revenge. This is a pawn for free? This is a pawn for free? I don't know. Takes everything, and queen b6. And then my e3 pawn is hanging. I don't know if you guys are following, but I hope so. Yeah, not easy. Not easy, this position. Not easy at all. There is some queen c1 later, but I think the position is quite unclear. So... yeah, I'm just gonna go for this. So takes everything, and I'm gonna take on c5, or I could even improve my position a little bit. I could play knight d2 in order to go knight e4 and then capture this guy. But then there's queen a5. Okay, let's just grab this, and bishop takes c5 and queen b6, probably his idea. And my idea was to play queen c1, and after knight e7, just take on c8 and then queen d2. I don't know if you guys are following me, but looks like interesting. This move, yeah, I saw that, but then I thought I could just take on e6, and then he takes on e3, and then I will be in a little bit better endgame. Well, I'm not that sure, but I think so. Yes, I'm just gonna take here, then king h1, and then my idea was to play rook c4 here, but also bishop h3 is actually quite interesting. Queen d1 is of course not possible. It's just a huge blunder. Since rook f3, well, I think I'm not losing, but okay. Not an easy position, guys. Not an easy position at all. Not an easy position at all. How about if I just shit? Okay, let's play. Wow. My time, guys. My time. Okay, what about queen b3? Queen b3 attacking e6. Let's see. But my time is not that much, and then The position is extremely unclear. So, wow, what about knight d4? Knight d4? I just missed knight d4. Wow, that's an amazing move. Knight d4. I don't know what actually happens here. Takes. I cannot play that move. Wow, I just missed this. Takes. Poof, I got to play this and I'm running out of time. And I'm just completely lost. So I think I'm gonna lose this game, but still, everything can happen in chess. Everything can happen in chess. Everything can happen in chess. Well, I'm not that lost. Let's just play rook a1, for example, and for example, knight takes d4 or knight e5 in this position. Let's just grab this and play rook f1 in order to exchange everything possible in the board, and a5 just wins. Let's just play bishop h3 and e3 takes and bishop d1. That was my idea, and then bishop b3, and then objectively this should be a draw. Actually, this should be a draw. So let's just e4. He's playing e4. Now let's just play here and play bishop e6 if it doesn't work. So bishop c4, for example. What did I just do? So bishop h2 doesn't work because of king h2. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but let's go there and this one, and I think this is lost. This is lost. This is lost. This is really lost. Incredible, yeah? This is really lost because I cannot take any of those pawns. I cannot take any... Wow! What did I just do? Okay, he beat me. Nice game. Nice game by G pawn. I'm playing not so well. Well, I'm... Okay, let's play against Squalo. Schelling 4, that's right. Schelling 4, if Schelling 4 is there, then we could have the revenge. And I have to revenge now. I have to give 2 revenges. So some people could win a lot of months now in Chess 24 for free, premium accounts. I own Schelling 4 a rematch, and also the guy who just beat me, right? So both of them just please rematch me, and then we'll see what we do. So d4, and let's play some fun chess. For example, c4 and b4. Okay, let's just play against the Leningrad like this. Bishop b2 in order to stop e5, and then short castle, knight bd2. This is the idea. A5, so we go b5 here, c takes b5, c takes b5, and well, for example, let's play a4 here in order to stop the a pawn coming, and he could go e5 certainly. Let's take here and then play e4. Actually, I don't know if it works or not, but the point is after f takes e4, knight g5. I don't know, the position is quite unclear. So I think he shouldn't take on e4, but instead he could play knight c5. Well, the thing is e5 is of course hanging, so it's not gonna be that easy for him. And let's play queen c2 in order to develop our pieces a little bit. After knight c5, then e5 is hanging, so he cannot play it. And one of my ideas was just to go bishop a3 here in this position, and then rook e8 probably. And I don't know, but maybe c5, knight c4, try to bring a knight to the action, to d6 for example. So let's see, rook e8, and how about if I just for example, he wants to go knight c5, that's for sure, right? So I'm just gonna play bishop a3. He could go bishop f8 certainly, but then maybe c5 was an option, or I'm not even sure. I'm playing like a kid actually, but okay, let's go for c5 and knight c4, and then see what happens. Let's see what happens. So knight c4, if he takes it, and then queen takes e4, and then without the light squares bishop, then his attack will be much more weaker on the king side, right? So bishop takes e4, queen takes e4, knight e6. I could even think of going back to b2 with my bishop, where I will put a lot of pressure. And yes, why not to bring a rook to d1 for example, and then maybe rook d6 is one of the ideas. that is in the position. So rook d6 anyway, right? So the thing is, he can take on b5 and then queen takes b5. It's possible. So of course, if takes b5, it would be a terrible mistake. So takes on g3. This is quite strange, since now he hasn't got any attack on the king side. Now I could think on bringing my rook back to the d file, right, where I got a lot of pressure here in this position, and I should have maybe played knight g5 or something. So queen e7, and yes, position is not easy at all. So I'm just gonna play bishop h3 in order to force this knight back. After h5, I could just take, maybe I could just take, and he goes to h6, and the position looks so nice for me. The position looks so nice, but I need to do something concrete, of course. Now, queen d3 in order to force the issue. He goes to c8 or something, then we can see that the position is really, really great for us. We could even play bishop c1 in order to play bishop... but he's threatening to go, wow, he's threatening to go incredibly knight f7 in that position. We got to be careful, actually. So he goes to g5, and now I'm going to play knight h2 in order to stop this g4 ideas. And I would say that the position is much better for us. But of course, nothing is clear yet. So rook d7, queen b8, queen f8, and let's say knight g4, for example, takes, and bishop takes, and then this bishop can land on f5, where actually it's got a nice spot there. So I don't see anything clear, so I'm just gonna take there and play bishop f5 in that position. a5 is hanging all the time, so I think now he's gonna suffer a lot in this position. Bishop f5, e5 is hanging, a5 is hanging, every piece is basically hanging. So let's grab this guy here on a5, takes on d7, rook takes d7, and knight e7 probably is gonna be his move. But for example, we could play just bishop g4 here, and then going back with my queen should be an interesting idea. Just queen d6, for example. So let's play rook d6. So we force this queen back, and for example f3 in order to stop. Wow, he's entering the position now. This is something I didn't see. Let's play queen d1, for example, queen a2, and let's play b6, for example. And knight g6, let's play bishop f5 in order to force this guy from there. And for example, queen d2, he's gonna give me a check, but then king g2, nothing happens. If g4, we can just play queen takes h6, so nothing is going to happen. Takes on f5, e4, yeah, check, check, and queen d4 or bishop b2 check. He's gonna lose this, for example. No, not that easy. Never easy. Chess is never easy, guys. So I'm just gonna take this and going back, and queen c4 is coming. This is game over. This is game over. Thanks for the game. And we got Schelling 4. We got Schelling 4, and this is the last game probably of this Banter Blitz session. And everything is in stake here. He beats me, then he will have 6 free months. If he makes a draw against me, he will have 3 months. If I beat him, nothing. I will just say thank you for the game. But let's play knight f3. So this is gonna be the most interesting game of the evening. c4, it's a 5-minute game. And e6, I'm just gonna play g3 here. For example, we play the Reti system, the double fianchetto. And for the next, I will suggest you that you can challenge me to 1-minute games. You know that I usually like to finish these sessions by playing a 1-minute game. Alright, so the idea of the Redis, as I told you, is just to go for the double fianchetto, then just short castle, then you can play with e3 and bishop b2, e3. And black in many occasions tries to close the center by playing d4 and then knight c6, then try to play e5 by playing rook e8 and bishop f5, but this is well known. And so he goes for this, and I'm just gonna play bishop b2, knight c6, and he will be threatening to go e5. That's why you normally go rook e1 in these positions. So rook e8 is one of the plans. He goes knight e8. And one of the ideas is just to go f6 and e5. So let's play a3, forcing him to go with e5 in these positions, and well, one of the plans could be to go d3 and knight d2 or queen c2. Knight e5 is another possibility that it's in these types of positions. And well, let me think. So d3 f6, queen c2, e5, knight bd2. I like his position actually. So knight e5 takes f6, rook b5, but then knight d6. I don't like this, so I think I have to play d3. So he's going to go for f6, as I told you. And how about if we tried something very, very tricky, like knight h4, for example. Knight h4, I don't think he's gonna work out, but it's just very tricky, you know. It's just very tricky move, because after e5, then bishop d5, king h8, there is queen h5 check. Queen h5 and followed by queen g6, almost mate. So, well, let's see. At least he cannot play in his usual plan. The thing is, he can just play knight c7, right? And then he's going to play e5 actually. And I don't know what am I doing with my stupid knight on h4. I could play certainly queen h5, but then knight e5 is quite annoying, right? Isn't it? It's quite annoying. So well, let's play knight d2. And then he's going to go for e5. What I was thinking about playing queen h5 there in that position. He can always go queen e8, and then he's not in troubles at all. But my other plan is to go queen c2 and c5. This is typical as well, but I don't think so. So I'm getting a position without space, which I don't like that much. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. For some reason, he doesn't want to go e5. Maybe he's scared of queen h5 and bishop e4, which is actually quite interesting. So let's see. Another option is to break with f4, but I think I don't have my pieces ready enough for that break. All right, he goes for e5, and then I wanted to go queen h5. I don't know if it's going to work at all. Maybe f5 just terrible for me, right? f5, I can just take on c6 and play rook takes e5. Well, I don't know. And if he doesn't do anything, knight f5 is coming. At least I wanted to try something different in this position. g5. Wow. g5. This is something I completely miss, of course. And bishop e4. What's going on after bishop e4? Bishop e4. I think my position is quite good, because after rook f7, knight f5, right? Bishop e4. Maybe he missed this. He's got f5 there. He's got f5 there. He's got f5, bishop takes c6, b takes c6, and knight f3, where his pawn on e5 would be completely hanging. Wow, this is getting extremely interesting. So I'm just gonna go for bishop e4. I hope that I'm not blundering anything. He's got to go for f5, and then bishop takes c6, probably g takes h4 is actually much better than what I was suggesting. So f5 is the only move I would say, and only move for me is bishop takes c6, g takes h4, because after b takes c6, knight f3, and then e5 is gonna be mine, right? But after bishop takes c6 with g takes h4, then I got to move my bishop from there. And for example, I got to go back to g2. I don't. There is no other interesting square for me. But the good news is that his pawn on e5 is going to be extremely weak in this position, and I will be able to attack it with my knight to f3. I could even double rooks on the e file, and then there are going to be so many tricks on the related with taking on d4, right? All right, so let's see. Bishop e4, rook f7, and then this is the position I was talking about that should be incredibly awesome for white, right? Since we are in control of all white squares in this position. And for example, h4 could be an idea here. h4 could be an idea. Well, let's try it, right? Let's try to go h4. Yeah, why not? Let's go h4, and after g takes h4, I could play something like queen takes h4. He doesn't go for this, he doesn't care, and he just wants to play queen d7, which is actually pretty interesting. Yeah, bishop e6, this was pretty annoying. And I got to do something about that stupid knight again. I got to do something about that stupid knight again, guys. So well, let's move your body, move your body, move your body. I'm playing very slow, which is not good. I'm playing very slow, which is not good. Takes, boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's play queen f3. Queen d7, it's gonna be his move. And I don't know, guys. Maybe h5 there. Let's play h5 in order to, I don't know why did I do this h4 move, but it looks quite stupid. Now I got a plan. At least I got a plan in my head. I wanna go knight f1, knight h2, knight g4. Let's go for this. I think we are on time for this. Knight f1, now knight h2, knight g4. Okay, goes knight e7, which is extremely annoying. Extremely annoying, this move. I'm just gonna support this beautiful knight with... wow, this is a piece for free. Boom! Boom! He's got g4. He's got g4, but then f takes f3, f takes e6. This is a boom. 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 F takes e6. That's it, 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 that's it. Queen takes e6, then queen f5. That's the whole point. Then queen f5. I cannot take that, of course. Let's say queen f5. Then he's got rook g7. The guy is putting me in a lot of trouble. But then bishop d5 is a really strong move in that position. So let's just play bishop c1 and wow, knight g7. I'm blundering my queen. I'm blundering my queen. No, I got queen takes e4, but I'm so lucky. But then the next move is gonna be, of course, bishop d5, right? And b5. Let's play bishop d5 now. He's got to move the knight from there, and knight g3 is coming as well. So a lot of moves here in this position. c5 is a really great move again. After knight takes c5, then bishop f7, and I should be winning this game already. But you never know when Pepe is playing. So knight g3, knight takes b3, rook takes rook b1, and this is should be really great for us. But as I'm telling you, you can never trust Pepe. Pepe is a really shitty player, and everything can happen. So takes there, and for example, rook c1 in order to bring the other rooks to the action, to the back rank. And let's say rook c6, and now wanna capture on f6. He's got to resign, so knight e4, another piece is coming to the action, knight d6, boom, boom, da, 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 da. No free months for you, no free months for you, baby, no free months for you today, but maybe another time. So, knight e8, and then rook e6, and he's got to resign. Thank you very much for the game. And, well, there was another guy who beat me. Just challenge me to 1 minute, then we'll finish this session by getting a little bit crazy, as we usually do. Let's play 1 minute games, guys. So challenge me. I'm gonna be playing 1 minute games until you beat me, okay? Until you beat me. So let's play. My preferred defense against in 1 minute games is the Philidor, and we're playing Jimmy Ray from the States. So G3, you know, this is all about pre-moving in 1 minute game. So I'm just gonna play here and there, e4, just give me that piece, baby. D takes e4, knight takes e4, and now I'm just collecting the bishop pair, and I'm really happy. Knight c6, bishop e6. I wanna take Carlitos. You're gonna thank Carlitos, or you're gonna give it to me? Just give it to me, Carlitos. b3, just going back to e6, and for example, queen d7, bishop a3, or bishop g4. I'm just gonna have a nice spot on the e5 for my knight. That's it. Oh, give me another pawn, baby. Bishop takes e6, and I'm going back there. Don't worry, don't be in a hurry. Give me that. How many pawns are there? Like 25 pawns more for me. This is so nice. So knight takes e2, then just let's jump, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody, boom. Boom, 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 everybody. Okay, 1 minute games. Until you beat me, the one who beats me is gonna have 1 month for free. And I'm gonna play until you beat me in 1 minute games, okay? That's it, that's it. So, e4. Let's see what Andres plays. For example, I wanna sacrifice something on h7. in this game. If knight f3 and let's play d4, the Scotch, e takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, queen takes e4, d6, knight c3, knight f6 probably, and bishop g5, long castle and checkmate in 7 move. Checkmate in 7. So just queen d2 again. This is a mistake, strategical mistake, since d5 is gonna be extremely weak, and I'm gonna start pushing all my babies now. Let's push all my babies. For example, g4. Wow, maybe b4 is actually quite good, and followed by knight e4. But okay, he doesn't see it, so let's just try to jump with my beautiful knight there, and then play h4 and then checkmate. Baboom. No, let's play h4. No, don't take it, baby. Don't take it, baby, because of queen h2, and then you're gonna suffer like a beast. You're gonna suffer like a beast. Let's go, baby. g5, bishop takes and he doesn't go for this, and now I'm gonna take that guy. Whoa, no, I cannot take it. Actually, I cannot take it, since rook d8 was winning the game on the spot. So now maybe I'm in a little bit of trouble, but nothing serious. So give me that to me. And then queen takes e6, 20 seconds. And queen takes e6, rook takes e6. And let's say queen d7. Now you're forced to trade queens, baby. So queen b7, and now give me that to me. And that's it. How more challenges do we got? So for example, Maganiaco. The one who beats me won one free month account, okay? Maganiaco from Greece, g3, bishop g2, short castle, b3. Let's play in the Reti style again with c4 and e3, followed by knight c3, for example. He's spending a lot of time here. You shouldn't do that. Knight c3, and for example knight c5. Let's play d3 in order to stop knight coming to e4. I know this is what you wanted. I know this is what you wanted. Let's just play rook ad1, for example, followed by e4, followed by d4. Lot of space for us. Lot of space for us in this game. Knight e5, the knight can jump over there as well, and followed by f4. Let's go with Facundo, who is the guy who always solves all the problem in my life. Now g4, g5, rook f3, rook h3, queen h5, checkmate. This is my plan. This is my plan. This is my plan. Here we go. g5, rook f3, rook h3, queen h5, checkmate on h7. That's it. I'm telling you that this is what's going to happen in this game. Rook f3, rook h3, and okay, it doesn't allow me. Okay, let's take over there and for example play bishop h3 in order to put some pressure, and now knight d5, just because it's a tricky move. I like to do it, and then bishop takes e7. He fell in the trick, and bishop e6 check, and d takes c4. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Queen g2, for example, queen b2, and he resigns. He resigns, and let's take another challenge. I don't have many of challenges. For example, Zive Einstein from India. Abze Milger Barikuji Hui. Tiranam Kya Hai. Hiera Hana. Hiera Hana. Hiera Hana. Knight f3. And alright, so if whoa, I got 50 seconds. Oh, I wasn't aware that he was there. So knight c3 and the knight of e6, f4, and queen f3. This line where I don't know anything, but okay, let's just play, right? b4, and now I basically don't know anything, as I'm telling you. But g4, this is just the idea is just to give checkmate. So I'm gonna play bishop d3 and king b1. Okay, let's play bishop d3. I'm gonna take on f6. Probably he allows me in the next move, and then play king b1. This is some move you always do when you are in trouble in these types of position, because you don't know what to do. They just play king b1, and then you will be safe. So let's play h4. Here we go with all of us, and I'm just gonna sacrifice this bishop, you know, just because it's a lot of fun, and I will sacrifice this bishop, then play g6, and then give checkmate over there. That's it. I know I'm talking, giving advices like a baby, you know, but I cannot do more when I'm in time trouble. So f6, wow, look at these knights, how they jump. They jump like crazy. Knight e6, and then knight f5. Well, on knight h5. I like knight h5 in order to capture on h7. Okay, he didn't allow me. I'm losing in this game, but who cares? This is all about time. Okay, let's take there, and then take there, and then take there, and then rook f1, for example, 7 seconds, and that's it. d7 takes there, and then bishop f5, and that's it. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now let's try to beat him in with style, right? Not only sacrificing pieces without nonsense. All right, so D6, Juan Colombian. I played against him more than with my brother. My brother is a chess player. He's a 2200. So let's play the King's Indian now. I love action in this 1 minute game. So and now bishop g4, knight fg7. This is the idea, to put pressure on d4. And now he takes there, and now you are forced to take. Wow, I could have taken that pawn on d4. I'm playing like stupid guy, but okay. Anyway, he's thinking a lot. Let's play a6, and then let's play some sort of benko, right, with b5. He doesn't want to capture that, and my position is not that good, but who cares? This is 1 minute game and everything can happen. I'm just bringing my knight to b6 and then bringing my other knight to d7, then pressure on e4. Let's just play a5, a4, a takes b3, and then let's just grab this pawn, right? And grab this pawn here. Give me that baby, give me that baby. Oh, boom, knight takes e3. Boom, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that. And knight d5 takes on e6, rook takes e6, and f takes e6. The knight is going to be extremely well on c3, controlling everything. And let's say rook e8, protecting a6. This knight can come to d4 with a check, and then king g7, kicking this knight back with h6, for example. And who cares about this position? We are winning. A takes h4, and for example bishop f6, controlling everything. And wow, he's giving me everything, literally he's giving me everything. Give me everything tonight. Okay, let's play against CP Quittert, and let's play different openings so we can learn about different types of defenses. And f4, okay, he pushes Facundo, he trusts him, and d4. Let's just try to avoid he installs a nice center over there. So let's just play h5, and now knight f5 here, bishop h7, for example. Let's play bishop d7 in order to go b5 in the next move. Okay, he doesn't want me to do this, so I'm just gonna take this, and then bishop b7, just rook b8, and sure, I'm gonna play g6 here, and then sure castle, bishop c6, and after bishop takes, knight takes, and then I will have nice square from my queen here, so queen d5, and then rook fd8. Of course he wants to take on d4, but then check, and then we recapture one of the pawns. Queen takes d3, and now with double rooks on the d file, he's got a better position, but we can start. Wow, what is this, man? What is this? This is my loyal moderator Quipper. He's always keeping you guys quiet, so forcing you to behave like you should. So who else didn't play with me? You know that I cannot accept non-premium members, since for example Johan Moebius, he is a well-known guy as well in the chat, very active with Moebius tape. I think we call it, the direct translation in Spanish is tape, but I don't know the English name. So what is this? Knight f6, e5 is the theory, and then maybe he's gonna take on d5. So knight d7, c5. Now people take on c5 nowadays when they play this opening. Knight c6, bishop f4. Okay, he goes bishop e2, and now I'm just gonna play knight c6, putting a lot of pressure on the pawn chain. And now knight takes e5, knight takes e6, knight takes e6, bishop e7, just developing my pieces. So I just blundered a little bit. So knight c6, rook, bishop g7. I didn't see this, but the bishop hasn't got too many squares. So f6, and where are you going now? Where are you going, my friend? Because you still got that square. But then I'm gonna play, wow, what is this? Queen c7 in order to put him some tricks. Wow, he's going for this. He want to make me, he want to mate me. This guy is behaving really bad. He's really bad. He's, well, now he's gonna mate me and he's gonna lose some time. Bishop f5, and then, for example, bishop e4 in order to reinforce it with f5. Facundo always coming to the action. 18 seconds, you're gonna suffer. A5. And now takes over there, and takes on a2. No, let's play e3. This is gonna be more uncomfortable for him, I'm pretty sure. Now rook a4 in order to win this pawn. Rook a3. Yes, it's not looking good, but okay. Bishop king over there, and g5. He's playing really fast as well, this guy. So let's just try to activate my king now. Let's just try to activate my king. e2, e2, just rook e8 in order to give some checks over there. Check, 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 check. And we won on time. Captain Coca-Cola, nobody's gonna beat me or what? No, nobody wants a free monthly account or what? One month premium. I had so many troubles when I tried to say the period of premium amounts, monthly amount premium account, annual account, or whatever. D6, knight f6, and e5, d takes e5, d takes e5. Okay, knight b d7, bishop c4 is the main line, bishop e7, and now a4, rook e1, c6 in order to expand my pawns. He doesn't allow with a4, and now different options. So a6, my plan is to go just rook b8 and b5. Of course, you cannot do it straight away because the rook on a8 is hanging, and there are some bishop f7 tricks. So now I think my position is already good. He should keep the tension in the center. He didn't do it, and now I got free spots for my pieces, like for example c5, and I wanna capture now. Now I got all the dark squares are for me, so I'm just gonna go back to e7 and for example rook a8, just threatening b4 here in this position, and let's see what he does. b4, where is your knight going, my friend? Now knight e6 in order to jump to f4 to d4, knight f4, and let's just try to c4, c5, rook a6 and mate. This is my plan now. Rook a6 and checkmate. Boom, 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 boom. Rook g6. Look at this. Is so nice. So nice, guys. So nice. It's got to resign pretty soon. Thanks for the game, Capitan Coca-Cola. And for example, let's play against June. And let's see what you want to do. g6, bishop g7, and short castle, d6, e5. Okay, I'm gonna do something that it's called. I'm gonna do a 30 seconds challenge in the next game. Okay, I'm gonna play 30 seconds against you guys, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it there because I'm losing in this game already. So knight f5 and queen f6, for example, knight d4 here. Yeah, I don't know. Knight b3. Okay, queen f6. My position is pretty bad. So queen f6 and bishop d7. Now it's not bad. Now I can survive in this position. So rook e8 and b6, for example. So all my pawns are in the dark square. So rook e5, a takes, nothing, no problems over there. And rook c5 now attacking c4, and e4 is well attacked. So he's got to go there, and bishop e6. We are putting a lot of pressure here, and bishop c4, and we take on b5, and yes, that's it. Rook b5, and then there is rook b1 check, so no problem. He realized about that. Rook c5, and now we are going to start running with my pawns. b5, rook b8, and b4, b3, b2, b1. That's it. And rook c3, bishop there, and let's say rook c4. And okay, we can take there, and rook c3, king g7, and c6, let's say, and we take that guy d4, and that's it. Well, and for example, let's play against Rey Bellota. Let's play 30 seconds challenge. I think I'm not gonna be able to make it, but we have to finish this session at some point. And well, sorry, I have to move. I got to move first, and let's see what he plays. Rey Bellota, and now, well, let's do 35 seconds challenge, okay? 30 is too much, or even I would say 40, but okay, let's try to do it. I'm too slow, so I'm gonna lose probably. And I will lose a lot of rating points against Rey Bellota. Let's play. Let's see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. D4, C4, knight C3, E3, bishop d3, short castle, e4, then, oh, give me that, boom, 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 who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Pepe is your daddy. Let's make the test. Queen h5, you can still save the game by playing rook e8 and then some knight g8, but then there's knight h7 and bishop g5, and bringing rooks to the center is gonna suffer, is going to suffer. Rey Bellota, King Nuts. Ay, ni lo que habrá dentro de mí, lo que habrá dentro de mí. Yo la gusto y no la encuentro. Hombre, oh, we got a game to 40 seconds with the clasher. This is getting already too crazy. This is getting already too crazy, but it's interesting. It's interesting. So short castle, b3, bishop b2, c4, the reti. I love the reti. I love the reti. e3, let's play d3 for example, knight bd2, queen e2, rook d1. Well, okay, I blunder a pawn, but this doesn't count because this is blitz. This is a 1 minute game or 40 seconds game even, so everything can happen here. Takes, okay, let's play knight e5, and then the bishop takes b7, takes there, and takes everything. Give me that baby, and let's play knight e4, centralizing, and I want to go queen b2 check. Queen b2 check, boom, knight d6. Come with daddy. Daddy's here with you. Rook e7, and now queen g7. Oh. He says, you don't want me to give you checkmate? So rook e6, and after queen d1, just okay, he's saving the game a little bit. No queen for you. Rook d5, and let's see, check. Thanks for the game. And okay, I need to finish, guys, and I promise you that 10-second games. But an Ekilin is too fast. I cannot accept an Ekilin. And okay, let's play against Miktal, but with 20 seconds in the clock. Okay, 20 seconds in the clock for me. And I know this is not the way you learn chess, but I mean, we need to finish somehow this, and it's quite funny at least. And let's play 20 seconds against Miktal. All right, let's go. C4 and knight c3. Let's go. I'm just gonna play the same. E3, bishop c4, short castle, e4. Let's go for this. Let's go. E4, e5, bishop h7. Checkmate. E5. Go for this. Queen e2. I want to go queen e2. Let's go. Bishop f3, queen f3, bishop e3. Now take. Give me that, baby. Give me that, Miktal. Give me that. I go back. I don't want you to ruin my pawn structure. Rook ac1. Miktal. He wants to beat me. He's a bad guy. B4. Boom. That's it. Thanks for the game, Miktal, and 20 seconds game. This is getting crazy, guys. Knight f3, g3, okay. And he's very fast. I don't like this. So let's just try to give checkmate. This is the idea. Checkmate, and knight c3. This is some sort of attacks, Indian attack. So check, and knight g5. F6, I'm gonna take that. Whoa, queen f2. Check. That's it. All right, so just okay, you guys have to beat me. I don't want to be here for the whole day. I promise you that I will be here until somebody beats me in 1 minute, and I will give him 1 month premium account. So let's do 30 seconds challenge now. Let's do 30 seconds challenge. I'm having a lot of fun at least. I've been doing Banter Blitz for 3.5 hours now, but it's been really fun, and it's been really fun. And okay, so let's do 30 seconds challenge. Here we go. C4. Whoa, he just surprised me. D6, very shy move. Bishop B2. Let's go. So take there. Bishop B3. Rook A1, H3, and Knight D2, B3 for example, Knight F3, Bishop G5, takes it, boom, give me that, Knight D6, Bishop C4, now F7 is weak, let's go for this, let's go, Rook takes E6, and now Knight G5 as well, give me that, Knight takes E5, now F7 is extremely weak, give me that to me, baby, give me that to me, E5 for Queen F5 is the move, or Queen H7, Queen F5, let's go, Queen H7, now I'm gonna take there, and Queen G7, Queen G5, this is the move, now H4, everything is protected, now H5, this is gonna be a queen, my friend, I'm just gonna go H6 here, and then F3, now I'm just gonna play Rook D1, and Rook D6, what's going on in this endgame? I don't know what's going on. G4, see here, G5, F4, B4. I'm gonna beat him on time. That's my whole idea. That's it. All right, so 15 to 30 seconds challenge, okay? No, 20 to 30, okay? 20 to 30. 18 to 30 seconds, okay? Okay, the clasher is there. I think I played against him already, right? So are you there, the chess clasher? The clasher? No. He's there. So okay, let's play 20 to 30. Okay, no, 18 to 30. 18 to 30. Okay, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. E4. Let's play Bishop F5. C5 here. Bishop F6. King G7. Let's go. No. You are not gonna beat me. That's checkmate almost. That's it. 17 seconds now to 30, okay? 17 seconds now to 30, okay? Let's see. Okay, 17 to 30, all right? He's gonna sacrifice me on F7, this guy. This guy's gonna sacrifice me on F7, but you know, this is just a pizza for me. Let's go! D6, takes, knight E4, give me that pawn, baby. Knight E6, D5, D4, knight F4. Okay, wow, I'm completely lost now. Bishop F6, boom. That was a queen for free. But he, I'm completely lost now. Let's play this. Let's play that one. Check. Queen D6 and G6. Queen F6, Rook F8. Ah. That's it. The camera again. The camera. I want somebody to beat me already. What is this? What is this? Then I'm gonna do 20 seconds versus 1 minute, okay? This was the worst version that I ever did, okay? This is the maximum advantage that I gave. But I want to finish already, yeah? I want to finish. I'm gonna make it to 2800 at the end in bullet. Alright, so 20 seconds to 1 minute. Then I think I cannot do more. I think I cannot do more because 15 is just too much, right? It's just too much. Okay, let's go. Let's go for this. Let's go. Let's play for. Let's play for. Ah, I'm just too slow. D4. Let's play C3, reinforcing the center. Chess is a calm game. So takes, short castle. I'm just gonna sacrifice everything over there. No, he doesn't allow me. So let's play bishop e3, just knight b1, knight d2, h3. For example, rook e1 takes. He's gonna take there. b3 takes, and then the bishop is going back. Then the knight's going back to f1. Then this queen is going to d3, and then boom. Hey! That's it. That's it. All right, I think I don't have any more challenges. So, for example, against yeah, I think I got to finish. Well, let's play against Victor Perez. 20 versus 30, and 20 versus 30, and let's see what happens. Or 18 versus 30. Okay, I'm gonna play the hippopotamus. This is the most solid defense when you play 1 minute builds. Bullet. Oh, yeah. Give me that. Okay, I get it back. I get it back. That's it. He's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me. He's playing extremely fast, this guy. He's playing extremely fast, and I just blundered. Give me that. Ah. Oh, the guy is very fast. He's very fast. He's very fast. Let's go, 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 let's go. Boom! I thought I couldn't escape from this, yeah. I thought I couldn't escape from this, guys. So, and now let's play against the most strongest player in Chess 24 to 1 minute games. This is Alekinin. If I beat Alekinin, I think nobody can beat me today. Alekinin is the most strong player in our side. I'm just gonna play f6, s5, f4, let's g5, g4, and f3. Boom, 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 boom. King f8 here, and this is just too much, Alekinin. You're giving me too many pieces, man. You are giving me too many pieces. Takes. Check. 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 Ah. Aye. Aye. Ah. 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 Okay. Alekinin is too strong. He's too strong. He's got a mouse with an engine. So, thanks, guys. I hope you guys had some fun today. I hope you guys learned some chess. And I hope to see you soon in another Banter Blitz session. Of course, more 3-minute games. But yes, I hope you're okay. I hope your life is great. And have fun wherever you are. This has been Pepe Cuenca for Chess 24. Bye bye. See you and have a lot of fun. Bye, guys.